We're back again. Another day, another night of streaming, sniping, fire packs, blacktop play. We got Fresh to Death City here. Good to see you, buddy. Hadn't seen you for a few days. Did you get that pink diamond, Kevin Love? I guess it was in their chat stream today for a few seconds. You got Amethyst Shack. That's awesome. Is he as good as you had hoped? We got Pierce here. Ricky Pierce gonna play with Steph. We got some new cards. We're gonna tease the new cards until we get to reset the lineup, and we'll see who they are. And we get Daryl Dawkins. And Amy Shaquille O'Neal is great. Fresh Death City's got him, increasing the strength of his God Squad that he already has put together. So now he's got another big to dominate with. Shaquille O'Neal. And we're searching for a match. I know some people are going to be trying to catch that Diamond Love today. Oh, he can shoot free throw. That's good because Shaq was pretty terrible year in, year out at the stripe. So your opponent not being able to foul you constantly and get him off the floor is a good thing. We're going to play against Bibby, Francis, and Antoine Carr. Tomorrow is a big night for the competitions. 3-point shootout, slam dunk contest. I didn't get to watch any of the stuff this evening. I think it's mostly promotional, maybe a little walkthroughs and whatever. So it's Seahawks and Sex. It's a original team name. They miss it from deep. We get it to Steph. To Dawkins. Pierce. And now we get Curry in the corner. That goes right through for us. You know, I got a snipe on the All-Star Chambers earlier today. I got him for like, I think it was 14 or 15,000, and I sold it for 24. I kind of thought maybe I should have kept it for the stream and just played a match or two with it, but I flipped it already. Which All-Stars are you needing at this point? It's going to be insane when he gets this Vince Carter. Hopefully he'll bring him to play against us so we can check him out on the stream. And Fresh has the Chambers already in the All-Star set. Opponent's working it back and forth. Carr's got it back to Bibby. Seems like a really good time to snipe and play because there's the free weekend going on and it's All-Star Weekend as well. So potential of people making mistakes and getting some good buyouts on the auction house is pretty high. We get fouled. Shot clock's going to reset. And it's another foul, so we'll wait for all this. Antoine Carr has gone cold. I don't know, maybe this guy just wants to lose this game. He's fouling constantly. So you still need some of the big names out there. You just keep on grinding the auction house and with your pack luck as well. I'm sure you'll get that Carter in no time. Bibby to Carr. I've been thinking about if I should try to complete it and like make it a goal and part of the little show that we do here. But I don't know. Don't know that I want to put in all that time and coins for that Carter. I guess once I see you having it and dunking all over us, I'll start wanting him. This guy's going to probably foul out of the game here if he keeps committing these reach-ins, which is just fine. Curry cut off by Carr. Dawkins back to Curry. And we get the layup to go. We're up 5-zip. Yeah, I haven't seen a buyout price yet on the Dwight Howard. I haven't really been looking at it all the time either, but I've just been seeing it like on auction where they're looking for somebody to go ahead and bid on that All-Star Howard. And we got two of his players cold. We're up 6-zip, rolling so far against our opponent. Cycles it around. He's got an open shooter. Still not on the board. That'll rattle out. This might be one of the guys that got a free trial going this weekend. Seems to be doing some odd things against us. Hey, did you get your free pack fresh? I know that you're on top of all the postings and everything, and I hope it's still valid. I just put it in the post there. When I started up the stream, there's a free pack. You get an Onyx player and like 4 bronze cards out of it, but I just put in that code earlier, and it had been out for about an hour when I found it. Hopefully they leave it up for the rest of the day, maybe through the weekend. And Fresh got his pack as well. Good deal. Glad to get something from 2K. I got that in the Sapphire George. Don't think I'm going to be around at the right time to get Kevin Love, but I'll be at the computer most of the day tomorrow, so if it pops out there, I'll be trying to get that code slammed in there in just a few seconds, because apparently that Pink Diamond Love just flies out of stock when people go to get it. Oh yeah, when you get Vince, you're going to be tearing people up because you're already. I mean, you're deadly with the gold cards that we draft in this game. You get the Carter that's going to be jumping off the walls. That's going to be sick. I'm looking forward to it. Not necessarily looking forward to losing to that Vince Carter, but I can't wait to see some of the animations. And our opponent, he's just flopping now. Now he decides to come over and play defense. We're up 10-1. Ariana Grande is disappointed to be the logo on this guy's club. And Bibby loses it out of bounds. And he decided to call a game. So does Vince have a better rating, total points wise, over the 99 Kobe, or you're just saying it plays better? Because I believe whatever you're telling me, but I know that Kobe passed up the Barkley when they updated the diamonds this past week as far as overall points. If you added all the points together, like the ratings points, I'm not sure if that's the correct term for it. We hit 1,000 MT. That's always a welcome flip. You get the ad card. It plays the best. Okay, so Vince Carter, looking forward to Fresh. He's closing in on it. We got some stuff cooking in the auction house. Nothing has sold. We got that Amethyst Dwight Howard. Been hard to sell that one. I bought it last night for 14,000 coins. Still hasn't dropped. We got Van Horn out there. Got Ruby LeBron out. And a couple of Hershey Hawkins cards. We're not really timed up to get a snipe. Snipe window, it seemed like it was running 5 minutes slow today when I had a few minutes to take a look at cards and try to buy them out. So we'll check it out here in a bit whenever we close out a game close to it. See how slow it's running and what's available. Good weekend for sniping and making profit. We get Julius Randle. Yeah, I bought. Oh no, I thought I bought an All-Star pack. I haven't. I bought a whatever the last one was, the all-around pack, and I bought it with my VC. It didn't work out well. And then there was some buzzer beater packs the other day that were Trailblazer buzzer beater packs, and I spent my VC on that, and it was just all garbage. So last night on the stream, I ripped 3 packs, just the league packs, and I didn't get anything. So maybe we will try an All-Star if we have some good profit through the night. See if we can't catch something exciting. Still looking for a diamond. Going to play against Darko Milicic, Larry Johnson, and this Ruby Anthony Davis. That's a nice card. We got Ruby Garnett. Excuse me, I'm saying Ruby. It's Amethyst Garnett with Amethyst Finley and Randall. So have you got anything good out of the All-Star packs yet, fresh? Is that where you've pulled some of the All-Star players for your set? Playing against Brawl. I thought it might have been Indian Jacking. He is a Blazers fan. He said he would try to hop in and play against us soon. But that was last evening, so plans might have changed. And you have the diamond harder now, don't you? Because I know I've played against you numerous times with the amethyst. I thought you had pulled a diamond. It might have been somebody else. It might have been OG that got the diamond hardens, but I thought you had one as well. And he kicks it out, knocks it home from downtown. This is going to be a better match than the last one. Finley left hand layup is good. Okay, so you got the amethyst hardened. There's not a huge difference in the price. I mean, there's some, but the amethyst still has good value. I've been looking a little bit more at amethyst and diamonds since that evening. You said I should start trying to snipe on the higher end cards a little bit, so I'm trying to mix it up and learning the values as I go. Darko gets the rebound and the putback to go. For Brawl, they're ahead by a point. It's into Finley. And Finley's doing all the scoring early for us. We're going to get a rebound here to Julius Randle. Randall's pretty fast for a gold big. Hustled it up the court. Hand off to Kevin Garnett. And he springs loose for the dunk. Okay, I'll do that. I know they're in demand. I'm usually not quite patient enough. I did buy 2 cards today. Like I said, we'll just kind of tease that out and show them when we get to reset this lineup who they are. But maybe I should try to grind up to 100,000 tonight and tomorrow. Snipe All-Stars on Saturday and Sunday evenings, and then rip a bunch of All-Star packs to wind down the weekend after the All-Star game. I feel like I'm going to go nuts with no pro sports for a few days, but at least there's the competitions to hold us over. I really like it in October when baseball's in the playoffs. Basketball and football are both going, with basketball just starting, and you got the big 3 sports all in swing together. This time of the year is always a little hard when the NBA goes on its break. So is the Major League Baseball All-Star break. The Derby and the All-Star game are fine, but those days off, it just feels like there's nothing to watch on a day in, day out basis. No fantasy scores to check on. So we get the rebound. We're working it around. Opponent's playing pretty good defense here. Our one really good shooter in the squad is Finley. He's just going to have to launch this. Beat the buzzer. Barely takes the iron. Yeah, let me get through the lineup, if you don't mind. We'll unveil the 2 new players to the diamond. Or not to the diamond, to the blacktop mode, and then we'll put them all on the floor together, 5-on-5. Last time I played fresh, I lost by 32 points, so it might get ugly, but I'll try to at least keep it close. Maybe still my first victory against him. It's into Larry Johnson. He lays that up and in. I fed my son before the stream started, so I'm hoping he's going to just sleep through most of it. I know he'll wake up at least once, but he should be asleep till midnight, 1 o'clock. So either we can do it before we think he's going to wake up or after he's woken up, if you don't mind. I don't know your plans for the evening. but getting the 5-on-5 together would be good. My ego was hurt a little bit last time. I just got smashed. I tried to stop Fresh from getting to 100 points. I was running out the clock on offense down by 30. He went and scored with Lynn right at the end to drop 100 on me. Darko out to Larry Johnson. So as soon as we get through, we'll reveal those players, and then we'll play if the baby's asleep, and that's a good time for you. Then we will debut the players in the 5-on-5 regular full court game. I will say it's not anybody awesome like Vince Carter, but it's somebody good enough to make it into my top 10 for Blacktop, so we'll see how they play. I might be auctioning them after Fresh Shadef exposes the weaknesses. So this one is 6-6. It's Brawl and the Seahawks. Finley's going to try to wind up and cock that in for a dunk. Gets blocked away. I like the crazy dunks, but I just hate when they do it in traffic and instead of getting a bucket, you get a turnover. Darko gives the Lakers uniform Blazer logo squad the lead. It's out to Kevin Garnett. And he's going to tie this up at 7s. This guy keeps attacking with Darko. He's doing pretty well with him. He's got better players on the floor. Maybe just user error with me guarding with Garnett. I should be doing better. Here's Finley. Thought I was going to get to throw the lob to Randall. There we go. We throw it, but Davis is there to break it up. Darko to Anthony Davis. That's up and in. So we'll play, 4 or so matches after this one. And then we will hop into a little My Team action against Fresh. Try not to get embarrassed again. It's one thing if I lose and it's competitive, but that other one was just blowout city. And I don't want Fresh taking it easy either. I'm never going to get better when I run into somebody who is a better player, they just feel pity for us. So we let Randall launch. That's a mistake. Darko was closing out. Randall has a small meter at that spot and a cold zone. So we're down 2. We need to get Finley free to launch and try to get this tied up. Problem is Finley's the only one on the floor that's really a playmaker of any sort. So it's to Garnett. He'll lay that in. He's making the spoon motion. He wants to keep getting fed as he travels back down to play some defense. Larry Johnson goes right past Finley. Garnett's there to swat it away. And then we foul Darko. Anthony Davis with a little step back launch. Goes out of bounds over to us. We get a green release with Garnett. I intended to dunk that, and I thought he would just continue in to the rim. Said it's a little mid-range pull-up jumper. Drops right in. And we got Chaos here as well. Hope you're doing good in Sydney, Australia. It's good to see you. We got some new cards. We're gonna tease it out, Chaos, and find out who they are when I play some 5-on-5 full court action against Freshet F City as soon as we get through this blacktop round. And we got Kevin Garnett tying it up. It's 10 each. We're in a good match here. Last guy, he rage quit. He was down 10 points to us. That was the start of the play. Anthony Davis with a pretty little lean back jumper. So Chaos, a couple days ago there was a full slate of games. I think you said you'd missed 3 tips. I missed 3 picks as well. And then today I missed that Bulls and Celtics game, or the Thursday night game I should say. So I got one wrong for the last day of NBA play. I was hoping they would let us make a tip on the slam dunk contest and the 3-point shootout for some nice VC. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen though. And Finley rises and gives us the lead. It was pretty good. Beanstalk was around for a bit, then you went to pick him up, he said. And we had the Wild Wolf here. He was doing most of the chatting through the evening. And I don't know how that guy was still awake because he's in St. Louis. So it was like 6 a.m. for him there. I guess he's like me where he's up all night or he's up real early. He was trying to get a hold of that Pink Diamond Love. He said he had been sitting at the computer the first day, the whole day, trying to get that code and get it pasted in fast enough. He hadn't got one. So I hope if he comes by tonight, he's got that Pink Diamond Love. Chaos, there is a new code, and it gives you a Onyx player and like 4 bronze cards. I got it there in the posts. If you're interested in it, you just can put it into your locker codes and you'll get that pack unlocked. You might have already gotten it. And we got a chance to win this on this possession. Opponents had a small lead most of the game. It's been a tight match. We're cycling around here trying to get a good shot. Randall's going to dunk it to get the win. You went with the Bulls. Okay, so Chaos gets both the picks right. So he is the tipping champ at the All-Star break. And I hope that code's still valid. I put it in a couple hours ago. Knowing 2K, it might already be removed, but it's just an Onyx player, one of the limited time free agents. And at least for me, I got some bronze cards with it. Maybe you'll get something good. We get a break starter. Then we get a contract. Let's see what else we get. We get the head card. So we're not really timed up with the auction house, but it was running so late. Let's just take a look. See if there's any really good ruby snipes out here. We're using a lot of filters with the All-Star packs out. Tons of rubies on the market. We'll just take a quick run through. No, didn't find Mikkel. Disappointing that we found a second Pink Diamond Thomas the other night and still haven't found Mikkel, so I still have that to look forward to. Still trying to find Dennis Johnson and Ron Artest as well. So I can't really tell if this is refreshed yet. Nothing is within. See, this is 3 hours and 37 minutes, so it's not within the last 15 minutes. So it's possible we're actually here on at good time. I'll cycle through these rubies a little bit. We may have just enough for an amethyst attempt. Let's see. It must have just went. No? Yeah, everything's outside of 15 minutes. So I don't think it's posted the fresh cards. Let's see if we can't find an amethyst. Market's driven up with more demand right now. So we have 15,000 and change. We'll just throw it out, all out as our filter. There's nothing there right now. We'll try it a couple times. Might have better luck on the rubies. Amethyst market is on fire. few days ago was finding them under 14,000. Not today. So we'll go through this one more time. Maybe there's just nothing getting posted up at this hour. I know we're way behind when it should have posted. But it's been very delayed. So we'll take one quick run through the main rubies. So either something got posted cheap and got bought out, or we missed it because it's like 9 minutes past. So we'll try that again later. Don't want to bog down the stream too much. So we have a couple holes here. Anybody that knows my squad really, really well might know which cards are missing. We have replacements, upgrades of some sort. We'll find out who they are later on when we play against Fresh at F City. Right now it's going to be Fear in the Beard, James Harden. Yeah, I have a decent amount from buying and selling on the auction house, but I actually had a lot more before I bought these 2 cards. So hopefully I'm creating some excitement so you guys can find out who's joined the club here. We'll find out in just a little bit. We'll get through these matches as fast as we can. So we've been doing some buying and selling. We have a Amethyst Dwight Howard on the market, and we have a handful of the normal rubies like Kersey and Hawkins out there. So we're trying to get those sold. We'll have some more MT for buying and selling, ripping packs, having fun. So we're going to play against a little Phoenix looking bird guy. He's got an Onyx Kyrie. He's got Del Ellis and Brandon Jennings. He's got custom uniforms. We're waiting on those to load up. They're baby blue with a little gold trim. We'll get a better look in a second. Squads are pretty even as far as overall ratings. So here we go. Expect to see a lot of those Onyxes right now with that pack being out there. And he starts out with a pause. Multi-site, I guess is how he pronounces that gamer tag. His club is the Hawks. We got the Seahawks. So it's a battle of the Hawks here. And we got the Amethyst Beard throwing down the left-hand jam. I got the Aaron Gordon, so if there's an Aaron Gordon challenge, I'll pull him out. He's like 86 overall. How about yourself, Fresh? Did you get... I think there was supposed to be like a Durant was one of the ones I read about. Wondering who Fresh at F City got. Wonder who Chaos will get. We'll find out eventually. Oh, and you also got the Gordon. So the Gordon, maybe he's a little easier to pull out of those packs. I was just happy to get something for free from these guys because it seems like just random, super quick people are getting the Kevin Love. Pink Diamond that they keep teasing and trying to get us to watch their programming to get. Kyrie's got it, feeds it over to... I've already forgotten who that is. Feeds it to the Sapphire teammate. That's not going to drop from long range. Out to Harden. Harden with the little showcase dribble and the dunk. So that Sapphire is Del Ellis. We got DeRozan trying to close up on Kyrie. And Ellis is going to score on the feed from Irving. And that was a lazy pass. Got stolen as it should have been. This guy's doing a lot of jump passing. Takes a wild lean back shot. Those aren't going to fall for most people. And we dribble it out of bounds with Tyreek Evans for the turnover. So this match is starting out a little slow with scoring. It's into DeRozan's defending on Ellis, who he got kicked into. He steps back, hits the jumper on us. Jumping around, not a good idea defensively. And we pay for being silly. Here goes DeMar. Cut off, feeds it to the Beard. He's going to get that to roll in. So now I'm waiting for Chaos to go rip his free agent pack so we can find out who he gets. Hopefully he'll have some time to do that today before we're off stream. Working it around, looking for an open shooter. It's going to be Evans cutting and getting the dunk. Chaos is about to do it. Hope he gets somebody that he'll enjoy. Don't know how many different Onyx cards there are, so. It's out to DeMar, who's wide open. He'll get that to drop. Kyrie to Del Ellis. He's running behind the line with Ellis. Launching from downtown. Evans. We got pretty good ball handlers on the squad. Everybody's a good athlete. And we get fouled trying to lay it up and in by Jennings. DeRozan with that two-hand hammer. He runs to the line with Kyrie. That doesn't drop. Tried to measure that up with Tyreek. Looked like a good shot, but it was well short off the front of the rim. We pull the defensive rebound. It's out to Evans in the corner. That's a warm zone for him. That one will drop. So we're up by 5. Seahawks and Hawks going at it. And Beanstalk told me to check out the Australia-Sri Lanka match yesterday in cricket. I forgot about it after he left, so I didn't get to see any. Don't even know if it would have been broadcast here, but I did want to pull it up online. So I have to ask Chaos when he's here. I think he might be listening right now. Did Australia beat Sri Lanka in that match that occurred last night when I was streaming? Or is that match still ongoing? Is it one of the series? Hey, that locker code is right there in the post. We got NZ Warriors here coming to us from Auckland, New Zealand. So you can just type that in to your console or to the 2K app. Hopefully it's still working. They posted it out a few hours ago. Okay, so it was just some of the younger players getting some run. They didn't get the victory, but the Stars are over in India trying to learn a bit about cricket and rugby because we got a lot of Australian buddies here, so we need to know what we're talking about, at least know what they're talking about when we get onto those sports. The New Zealand Warriors is here. That's not too far from Australia. Australia. At least with my limited knowledge of geography. We get that up and in with DeRozan. opponent's mad. He's launching from cross court. And the Beards are going to wrap this up. We are ticking off the matches, heading towards the big unveil of the 2 new players that we have. I think I'll skip trying to snipe on this window. It's a few minutes late. Not really sure when it's refreshing. We will do some snipes tonight as well. Looks like something sold, so we'll go see what sold. We hit a tech. Yeah, I know it's not like super close, but 3 hours and it is the nearest neighbor. So here you go, buddy. The code is just, it's the same code for everyone. You just have to go redeem it. I'll just paste it in right here to the chat. And you have to go at the main menu to the to your locker room. I'll show you where it's at as well right after I paste this in. So if you don't have the app, sometimes the app might be easier downloaded. You can just go here to options, features. You go over to locker codes, and you're going to put in that code. It's not case sensitive, but you do have to put those little dashes in like that. So it's going to be, I'll show you the format with the quickness. So it's like 5 letters, dash, 5 more letters, and so on. So hopefully that's still working. I wouldn't think they would have pulled it away that quickly, but it's 2K. They do their promotions really weird, but I hope that works out for you, NZ Warriors. Hopefully you'll get a player that you enjoy playing with. If you're still in the stream after you've redeemed it, buddy, be happy to hear who you got out of it. So there's also a code for Paul George. If you haven't redeemed him, I got him there in the post as well. Let me get that for you. So you get a free Sapphire George. It's the Moments Paul George. And that one is not one of those Onyx. The Onyx are just limited time. But that Paul George code is supposed to be good till the 28th. You will be able to keep that card. So we sold Hershey Hawkins. MT's going the right direction. Let's get in another match. We see that there's some missing slots. We got 4 more players to go. We'll get in these matches. Assuming my son's still asleep, we'll hop into a 5-on-5 match with Fresh to Death City. We'll get a look at our squad with the new players. We get Dwayne Wade rookie card. And it looks like Sojourner Ilgauskas. No, it's Dwight Gooden that we get to round it out. It's a good weekend for snipes and building up your club with all the free players. If you have Xbox Live, you get a free weekend of 2K. So we got some new ballers hopping in, playing with us. And it's All-Star Weekend, so it's the time when people are thinking about basketball. And we're going to play against Amethyst Harden, McRoberts, and Chris Middleton. So we just got a victory with that Harden. Now we're going to try to defeat him. See if we got the right stuff. Opponent's got that Miami Heat logo. So he's got the white on white uniforms at Seahawks and Heat. Can't make out the gamer tag yet. That McRoberts can shoot a bit. That plays pretty well for a gold player. KD out to Wade. Should have probably been ready to launch it, but Ricky Wade still had pretty good hops. He's going to elevate and throw that down. And Chaos got CJ McCollum. That's who Indian Jacking would want, being a Blazer fan. But the McCollum should play pretty well. Good outside shooter. Athletic shooting guard. Don't know if that's what you wanted, but I think he'll be a decent one to play with. We bomb it from deep with KD. It's 3-zip early on. So it does confirm that locker code is still working as Chaos gets the Onyx CJ McCollum. I don't know how long those cards last. Maybe Fresh to Death City knows, and it may vary from Onyx to Onyx. I don't know how many games we get to play with those. I have a Drummond as well that was given out earlier in the year. I know some people have Onyx cards that they got for pre-ordering the game. Like Roberts from downtown ties up the game. So you get 6 games with it, so totally up to you, I believe, on how you want to use it in Blacktop or My Team. Or I said Blacktop or My Team. It's all My Team, but which format in the My Team that you want to get some time in with them. He strips it away from me, and then he's just standing there. Don't think he realized he had the ball. Launches from deep. It's no good. Gooden with the rebound. We get it over to Kevin Durant. And Kevin's going to rise and dunk this one in. So 6 games, that's not bad for a limited edition card. And Harden flips the lead over to the Heat. Here goes Dwayne Wade flying up the court. We're taking it to the Heat fan with an all-time great Miami Heat player, Dwayne Wade. It's tied at 5s. It's calling for that screen action. Really good screen and dribble behind it by Harden. Wide open for the 2. It doesn't fall for him though. KD takes it coast to coast with the dunk. And the Warriors pulls a Warrior himself, Kevin Durant. Good deal for NZ. Chaos is going to go break in his McCollum. I happened to see that in the Reddit Kevin Love thread, so I don't want to take credit like I found it somewhere special on the deep dark web or something. It's out there, but I do want to share it with anybody that wants it, and it's still working. So please, if you're watching, take advantage of your free Onyx. Take advantage of that free Paul George while they're still available. Both codes are in the recent posts here on this stream. It's tied at 7. Durant's getting whatever he wants to the rim, so we slam it home. And Fresh If, I don't know if you've been around since we set up the free fantasy baseball league. Don't know if you care about fantasy baseball, but we got the free league here for everybody in Twitch. It's through Yahoo. We're just going to have a good time. Be great if you wanted to play, but there's no pressure. If it's not your thing, it's no biggie, but it would be fun if you were in it. So that link's in the post as well. That's open for everybody, but Fresh has been here since the start of the stream, so we like doing things with Fresh. He knows quite a bit about the game, and it seems like every time I have a question or I don't know what's going on, Fresh does know because he's the 2K master. So we shoot a little fadeaway with Durant. That's no good. This guy's giving us a good match. Oh, that's no problem, buddy. Baseball is going to start April 1st, I believe, or right around there. So you guys got time to sign up. I just wanted to get it going Indian Jacking wanted to play, so it's not that serious a league. If anybody wants to try and just kind of learn about the game as they go, they're more than welcome, but it's no pressure. So we're down by 4. This guy's been bombing it on us pretty well from the outside. My defense has been lacking in this one. It's Tillable Swag 24-5 taking it to us. We still got a shot here to pull this out. Here goes KD. Kevin's the only one coming to play. He gets another dunk. Yeah, it's still a while. I wanted to wait till we got through all the preseason games. That way, in case anybody significant gets injured in the practice games, people are already aware of that. Sometimes these leagues, they like to draft super early. I'm not a fan of that. He bombs it with Harden. Our chances are fading away. I'm actually looking forward to playing with the new players more than I am these matches, but I should be taking it seriously. I'd really like to get that Mikal, so we'll try to play a little bit better in the next match. Still trying to pull this one out, but we're down 5, and he has the ball, gets it up and in off the window, so we take a tough loss. Got kind of spanked in that one. Oh. Yeah, good for you, Chaos. Sometimes I'll pause it back on them if they're pause cheesing, or if I'm fortunate enough to get the victory, I'll just pause it after the winning shot goes through, and I'll run down that 2-minute clock towards the end. I really don't care for the pause cheese stuff. It has nothing to do with the game. I know it's a version of trash talking, but come on. We're looking at one screen. It's got a green background, and then you're going to burn my eyes by flipping it over to the pause menu. So we're pretty square with the auction house. Let's run over, see if we can't find an amethyst when it refreshes. It should have already refreshed, but it's been running slow. I think we're fine. We'll try to catch a good buyout at 20,000 or less, and then we'll go back to playing just a couple more matches till we get to see the new cards. It's actually a lot of amethyst at this price. So I think I'm going to filter that down a bit more to maybe 17. That's what I've been using. I thought expanding it would be better, but that's going to be a mess trying to figure out when we got to the refresh times. All right, so there's nothing out here beyond 3 hours. So we see that cluster of Rudy Goberts. So we'll just keep refreshing. Oh wow! So you sold those 2 fire pools that you got more packs. Freshidus kind of a pack gambler. He hits a lot of good pulls. If you have him as a friend, you can go through and see some of his stream here on Xbox. He has one where he pulled 2 amethysts in the same pack. Seems to have a feel for which packs are hot too on the market. So we're looking for a new amethyst to pop out here. We're a couple minutes behind when it should happen, but it's been going pretty slow. I think I'll take this up to like 17.5. Doing so shows us some more rips and Rudies. So did you get some of the All-Star players when you did that sell-off, Fresh? Fresh is putting together the All-Star set. Reward is that Diamond Vince Carter. Sold off his Ray Allen and his Kevin Durant. So I am kind of guessing at when this is going to pop out some new cards. Earlier in the day, it was like 5 minutes behind. And that's how he got the Shaq. Okay, so that's how he got the Amethyst. Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know that I'm going to be able to slow Shaq down when we play with our teams here in a bit, but I'll try. Fresh has already warned me that Shaq, this version, can shoot free throws pretty well, so Hack-a-Shaq's probably out the window. And we see some new cards. Yao, Parrish. Those don't go for a whole lot. Let's jump up to 20. See if we find somebody crazy out here that doesn't belong. Probably getting picked over at this point. We see Isaiah Thomas. We see a couple Jimmy Butlers. Dice. He doesn't go for a whole lot either. Alright, we'll just filter this down. Head to the rubies real quick. Get back into some play. It's sort of a guess as to what you want to try to snipe. And if you don't catch on your filter, whatever you might be not looking at, like we weren't looking at these rubies, you might have missed something really good. So the nice thing about the amethyst, or people that have the coins for the diamonds, you can make huge profits on those mistakes, where these profits are a little more limited. We know that Bibby shouldn't be at 2,800 though, so we'll get Bibby. We see Chris Paul. Oh wow, so Chaos dropped all his points with McCollum, had his opponent down 14-6, and forced a rage quit. The guy couldn't handle seeing the loss after the next point was going to get scored. So McCollum just went crazy for Chaos. Then again, Chaos might have been feeding it to him a lot, but it's not like it was going to cost him the victory. He was more than doubling up his opponent. So the only good one we got there was Bibby. Let's look at Bibby's cost. I know he's not a super expensive card, but at 2,800, he's worth that much. So we don't see a Bibby for 65. We start seeing him at 6,900. So we'll put ours at 68.5. We'll enjoy some profit, courtesy of Mike Bibby. We sold another Hershey Hawkins. So we'll try to squeeze all the money out of Bibby. It's a little bit high. I've seen that one at 5,000 quite a bit. But we will be the cheapest Bibby in the game, at least at the time of listing. So we might make like 4,000 coins on him. All right, we got Mary in a squad. We'll get through this. We'll do our big unveil. Then we'll go play some 5-on-5. Oh wow! So you got the two Warriors with Jimmy buckets. We need to get Chaos on the stream. I know you've been streaming too. Somebody PM'd me and said you're going to be hopping on stream after I went to bed. It was Cash Mooley that PM'd me. We gotta check out Chaos one of these evenings. These guys are playing FIFA Pro-Am matches, and now Chaos is breaking hearts in blacktop mode. And he's got Diamond Pippin. Well, Pippin will shut down one player, but he can't shut down all three. So you got options. We're going to play against Silver Hill, Solomon Hill, Stackhouse, and DeJuan Blair in this match. So I'll have to check out Cash Mooley as well to make sure if he's on. It may be Chaos. And we're going to get Indian Jacking trying to hop in. Indian, I got some new players. I'm going to unveil them in a little bit when we play against Fresh at F City. But you should try to hop in here and play us on Blacktop if you got a moment. Chaos just pulled CJ McCollum out of the free pack. I don't know if you got your free pack yet, Indian, but there's a free code right there in the posts for an Onyx card. So if you haven't got that, please make sure you get it. You might just get yourself a CJ McCollum. Might get somebody else that's fun to play with. It's one of those limited time free agents, but you also get some other cards with it as well. So that's in the posts, as well as the Paul George Sapphires down there as well. Let me hit pause real quick on the stream just so I can show you. So it's in my post. I don't know if it formats right. So let me just copy it in here to you. It's a locker code that came out this evening, I think during 2K's broadcast. So here's the code for the Onyx pack. And it's still working. Chaos and NZ Warriors just redeemed it here in the stream in the last 15-20 minutes. And the next code is the Sapphire Paul George. That's been out for a few days, but it's supposed to be good through the end of the month. That card is not a limited time. You actually get to keep that Paul George, and that plays pretty well. So Rudy Gay feeds it to Harper. We kind of paused, cheesed our opponent, but when we got a good friend in the stream, actually we have all three of the moderators here, Indian Jack and Chaos and Fresh at F City, the regulars. We gotta give them all the information they need to get the freebies. One of these days I'm going to find a freebie that Fresh at F hasn't got yet. He's usually on top of it before I am. But one of these days I'm going to find something that he doesn't know about and get it to him first. We get blocked from behind the matrix, trying to elevate. We'll get to maintain possession, Seahawks and Bullets early on in this one. We're in the blue unis, good contrast against the reds. Rudy Gay to beat the buzzer, not going to get it. Solomon Hill from downtown. Matrix pulls the rebound. So Chaos pulled a really good squad to take into the Blacktop game, but he's up against Diamond Scottie Pippen, so that's always a challenge. I'm refreshing the chat. My laptop kind of lagged out there a second, so if I don't respond to you, I'm not trying to be rude, just not seeing it for a second. We'll get it over to Harper. That's not going to drop. We collapse in on Stackhouse. I'm going to change the Wi-Fi network. I need to do this every night. It defaults to the wrong one. And now I'm back to playing, and I should be in the stream in just a second once it reconnects. So we're able to chat and talk sports. Rudy Gay had a wide open launch there. Doesn't fall for him. Feels like we have a much better team for Blacktop, but we're not putting the points on the Bullets yet. The Washington Wizards used to be the Washington Bullets, but there was some concern about the name and violence, so they became the Wizards. I think that was in the either the mid-90s or the early 90s that they made the change on the team name. There was a Major League Baseball franchise, the Houston Colt 45s, and now that's the Houston Astros as well. Probably better that they made the switches for those teams. Harper from the corner. We don't have the touch going right now. It's another miss. It's still 2 each. Gets it out to Solomon. And another miss. This is some ugly basketball. Shooting percentage has to be 20% or something. Harper, the man's out. That's not gonna fall. It's an exercise of futility as they finally get a dunk and break the deadlock. Let's get going here. We got our chat stream up. We can see if anybody's talking, so we're all set now. It's time to be serious. Rudy Gay to the rack, off the window, and in. Playing against Tilladank is our opponent's gamer tag. Into DeJuan Blair. Blair uses the glass. Nifty layup. Here goes Harper. We were hoping to pull the double team. Didn't happen. Rudy Gay's going to slice through and get the layup. Oh, right. So Indian Jacking got his codes in. What Onyx did you get, or have you not ripped open your packs yet, Betty? I got Aaron Gordon. Fresh at F City got Aaron Gordon as well. Chaos pulled McCollum. And NZ Warriors, I don't know. I think he told us who he got, but I've already forgotten. My chat history is gone. So, oh, he got Kevin Durant. That's right. Okay, so you got your George, and you're going to go rip your pack open. Hopefully you get a Trailblazer or at least another player that you like to play with. Indian Jacking, not a LeBron fan, so hopefully not LeBron. They pull the offensive miss. Out to Stackhouse. He steps back. Not able to hit that. We strip it loose on the rebound. Here goes the Matrix. Hands off to Gay. That's not going to go. I was trying to throw that jump pass for a dunk. Marion's going to hit from the corner. It's a long one-pointer. I'm going to guess you got James because you're laughing, but otherwise I would have said, if you didn't put the ha-ha, I would have thought you got CJ. But with the ha-ha, I'm going to guess it was James because I just said I hope you didn't get him. I wonder if Chaos or Fresh to Death wants to venture a guess. Out to Rudy Gay. We've been clanking it with Gay. We get that one to roll through. So now the suspense is killing me. I'm wondering who Jacking got on his Onyx free agent. Pass gets slapped away and then it gets taken away. DeJuan Blair with the Hall of Fame still animations there. We get it back. And we get the layup up and in with Harper. Oh, and Jacking pulled KD, so maybe Jacking will hop into the next match against us and bring Kevin against the Warriors fan. Who knows what'll happen. So Kevin, that would be a fun one to play with. My Gordon was 86 rated. I wonder what the ratings are on that Durant and the McCollum, if they're rated higher. We played against an Onyx Kyrie earlier tonight, and it was 91 overall, I believe. Rudy Gay from the corner. I'm just going to hang on to that Gordon in case there's a Gordon challenge. Maybe he'll win the dunk contest, and they'll put a Gordon Moments challenge out, and we can use it to get some MT or something. Stackhouse working it back and forth, trying to be the playmaker. Gets it into Blair. He is the playmaker. So no KD, his lineup is locked in. It's out to Rudy. That was way offline. Just leaning forward to see what my son's doing. He's still sleeping. He's kind of tossing around a little bit. Big day for him. He got his vaccines. He was he was mad. He was Draymond Green mad before the All-Star break. We commit the goaltend, I believe. As yeah, there it is, goaltending on Rudy Gay. I don't know if that was going to roll off the rim or not, but we reached up and touched it after the foul. So Gay turns cold for goaltending. It's out to Marion. That flat jumper goes right through. Stack's got it over the back pass to Blair. Stackhouse playmaking like he's Magic Johnson out here or something. That was fancy. Harper to Rudy Gay. Blair's on fire. And Gay has gone cold, so we're gonna avoid that matchup. Here goes the Matrix. That's up, and it's gonna hang there and rattle off. Oh, good deal, buddy. So he's got the job he wants lined up, and he'll be interviewing on the 28th. So that's cool. So you get a couple weeks to prep and think about anything that you want to tell him. And Chaos had a crazy game. He ended up getting the victory. Wow, that's about the deepest I've heard of in a blacktop match. I've gotten to the low 20s with the scores, but Chaos was in a epic battle. We got to shoot this. That's just to beat the buzzer. Good thing Rudy is already cold, because that would have turned him cold. Cycling around. Solomon Hills got it. It's out to Stack. That would bring it to a 1-point game, so we need to settle down and try to get this closed out. Seahawks and the Bullets, 14-13. Here goes Harper. The defense flies over to Marion. He's got a man open underneath, and Blair flies in and smashes it against the window. Impressive closeout from DeJuan Blair. Blair from the outside. Those shouldn't be dropping. He's not a three-point shooter. And it's to Marion. We're going to get the victory. So we're going to try to match up here with Indian Jacking. Hopefully the timing will work out and we can get in the game. We're not at all synced up with the auction house. We're not going to mess with that right now. There has been some good cards that we've been buying and flipping through the last couple days. So we got 500 losses now against 792 victories. Certainly not the highest win percentage in Blacktop, but I'm happy with it. Playing way too many games, but it is what it is. We're here, might as well have fun. And we just get a bunch of garbage on our picks. Let's go to play. All right, we got 2 players left. It's going to be Ray Allen. We're looking for that Portland opponent. It's going to be Indian Jacking if it times up well. We get Karl Anthony Towns. So we got an athletic big who can just step out and shoot a little bit. And we're going to get an Emerald. And it's Bonzi Wells. Don't like playing with Bonzi that much, but we got a Trailblazer, and we're looking for the Trailblazer fan. We're hopping into the play right now. Hopefully Indian Jacking's searching for a match as well, and it pairs us up together. I know Indian from actually playing against him. He went ahead and checked out my profile, saw I was on Twitch, and came to say hi. Seemed to get paired up quite often for a while there. I didn't see the gamer tag. It might have been Indian Jacking. I don't know. I am the away team, I believe. And we turn to see Team USA. I don't think that's Indian. I'm playing against USA basketball. He's got Harden, Ellis, and Isaiah Thomas. we'll try it again on the next one if you're still up and you have free time. And then we're going to hop into the 5-on-5 with Fresh at F City. Yeah, usually I think you tried it once or twice and it's worked out, and I know Fresh at F has jumped in against me a few times too, and usually will pair us up. Maybe with it being Friday night, there's a lot of players on, and it just didn't sync up for some reason. So we're playing against Flight, not the opponent we hoped for, but it's the opponent we got, so we need to try to drop this guy if we can. It's out to Carl Anthony Towns. He's going to knock it in from downtowns for the 2-pointer. Towns punching that one away on the shot block. Harden's got it. Ball working around. Good ball movement. He had an open look from deep. It bounces out. So Ray Allen takes that check in from Towns. Towns keeps getting left open. We'd rather shoot it with Ray from deep, but wide open shot, we're going to launch it. That one does not go. Allen's playmaking for our squad early on as Laponzo Ellis commits the reach-in foul. Seahawks in flight. Towns with the rim rock. Harden's working on Bonzi Wells. Out there to Ellis, and he knocks it in with Laponzo. Laponzo's not super easy to shoot with from deep. He has a bit of range, but good on him for knocking those in. We get it timed up with Towns and take back our 2-point lead. Isaiah Thomas has it. It's guarded by Ray Allen. Gives it to Harden. And Ellis is going to be the player we're daring to beat us, so to speak. Because we're going to use Towns to clog the paint a bit. Towns trying to get that double team and kick out to Ray Allen. Instead, it's going to be Laponzo Ellis poking it free. They run out of bounds trying to run that one down. So we get a fresh 24. Now he's really trying to get steals, commits the reach-in foul. And he's going nuts with the steal button. Doesn't he know if he commits too many fouls, he's going to lose? Maybe he'll find out. Allen with a little leaner shot. Thought he would dunk that. We're up by 3. Early on, Seahawks in flight. We got one more match. We'll find out what players I bought and added to the blacktop mix, to the my team mix as well. Here goes Towns. And we'll knock in a little 10-footer or so. Harden left-hand dribble up the left side to Laponzo. We get the block. Towns, nice defensive player, fast, long arms, able to cause problems for the shorter players he's tasked with defending. Working it around, reaching foul on Harden. Bonzi's going to get on the board. Left-hand dunk. And we get the ball deflected, but we can't secure it. It's back to flight. Impressive dunk from Harden off the feed from Zeke. Closed out that time on Towns. We've been getting the open looks with him. Isaiah sets up Ellis. This lead is down to just 2 points. The opponent's not giving up, so we better not either. We haven't really got to do much scoring with Ray Allen. Zeke's on him playing good defense. Try to lob it into Allen. Pass was too flat. Stolen. Ellis brings it to a 1 point difference. Alright, well, if I have to shoot it with Towns, I want to shoot it with Towns. But this time we get the dunk with Ray. Thomas feeds Ellis. We get screened by our own man, and he dunks that in. Bonzi Wells has a really slow release. Takes a while for the ball to get cocked back. That drops through from his cold spot. Leads up to 3. Trying to get the closeout here against Flight. He's given us a good match. Isaiah Thomas with the layup. We goaltended it, but it was already going to go through the cylinder. There goes Ray Allen. Got smashed back by James Harden. Impressive dunk. I don't think that'll get blocked on Towns. Leads back at 3. Ponzo trying to get past Towns. He does get past me, holding that left trigger. Not going to work that time. Here's Towns. He has a hot spot right there on that right wing, so we might try to set him up there if necessary. Ray Allen meets the blacktop as he gets fouled from Isaiah Thomas. Allen and Bonzi, little 2-man game. Wells to the basket. It's another shooting foul. Oh, hey, that's no problem, Fresh. We'll do it tomorrow. I will unveil the players tonight because I can't wait to play with them. But we'll definitely play tomorrow. I might have somebody else new by then as well. Fresh has Diamond Shack. I'm curious to see how that's gonna be defending him. Fresh is working on putting together the All-Star set and getting the Diamond Vince Carter. Fresh is going to just be a terror with Vince Carter. Oh, no problem, buddy. I appreciate you coming through, and you're here just about every evening the whole time. So anytime you got real life things, those are always way more important than video games and being here. But I'm glad you'll be around tomorrow. We'll get the clubs together, and we'll do our thing then. Ray Allen feeds Towns, and we're within 1 point of the victory. Yeah, that'll be cool if Indian Jacking wants to hop in and play substitute match here instead of Fresh to Death. Fresh to Death, last time I played him, he beat me by 32 points. He put 100 on me, so playing against Indian Jacking, that might be a game I at least have a shot in. Fresh usually just kills us unless we get lucky. I've only beat him in Blacktop, never beat him in my team. We've played, I think, about 5 times in my team, so Indian Jacking is going to step to the plate, and we'll see how that goes. Indian's also a very solid player. Yeah, have a good evening, Fresh. Good luck with all the homework. I'll try to be on tomorrow during the 3-point shootout, just kind of flipping over, doing some sniping, when the windows pop up, but mostly just commentating through like the shootout and the dunk contest. So that's, of course, dependent on my son letting me do it, but that's my plan. So hopefully you guys will be around then, and I'll definitely be on in the evening. So have a good evening, have a good day tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, no problem, Indian. I'll play that match with Clay Thompson, and then we will show off the new cards that we got. And Indian's going to get his lineup set up, so that will give us a little bit of time. And we got Beanstalk here as well. Beanstalk and Chaos were going to go hit the town last night. Beanstalk, we got some new players. I haven't said who they are yet. He's going to play with Fresh to Death. He's got other things he's got to do. He got some homework he needs to get caught up on. No problem. We will reveal these players in just a minute. Indian Jacking setting up his lineup, and we'll try to play some 5-on-5 with him. We're drafting this club. I'll see if Indian wants to play right now or if he wants to do it in a bit. And we're going to score a diamond teammate for Clay. Clay is Bay. And he's going to play with Lou Hudson right now. So we're 5 minutes behind the snipe window, but the refresh has been taking a long time. That's what we got on the market right now. So we got some coins coming whenever those sell. Let's see if we can't find something. Fill the time for a minute. Okay, so Indian Jacking needs a few minutes. I'm going to play a black top. I'll run through these snipes here on the Reebies, and then we will play that black top, give Indian some time to get everything settled in. We'll show off the new cards that we got. We're looking for some cheap buyouts in the Reebie market. Not going to get one this time through. On the Wingman, we'll go through the other filters here. Ricky Rewind, those are expensive rubies. Don't really expect to see them, but you never know. Unless you take a look. CP3, not at a price we can make any money on him. Tony Allen's always cheap. We need to find it really cheap to buy it out. Historic, sometimes we see Rip Hamilton for, yeah, there he is for 5,000. Don't expect to see any of the other stuff. Let's go over. See what's in here. Let's filter this down. Yeah, he's being good. He got his vaccinations today. Thanks for asking. We're gonna buy this Bosch. He was screaming after he got him. So I get behind him, and his name's Owen. I go, "Hey, Owen," as my wife was holding him, and he stopped screaming for a second. He looks me right in the eye and starts screaming again. So that was just kind of hilarious. You probably had to be there for it to be as funny as I'm trying to convey it. But he stopped screaming for just a second, just to look at me and start screaming again. He didn't like getting his shots, but I don't know. 5 minutes later, he was all good, and he got a little bit of Tylenol this evening to help him, the baby Tylenol, and he's all happy, sleeping. He's got a full tummy. I expect him to wake up like once during the stream because he's had a big day, but he's doing great. Thanks for asking about him. Oh, and OG's here. His daughter had to get her shots today. Yeah, my son, he got his 4-month, and then he's got to go again in 2 more months for get all his vaccinations. I don't mind taking him to the doctor, but I hate that they're going to have to give him the shots because it's like, I know what's coming and he doesn't know, and he's just in a good mood and he's smiling and laughing at me, and then he's just mad. But it is part of having children. You gotta do the on-fun stuff, the necessary things, so we keep him healthy and happy. Just not happy when he's getting poked. Hope your daughter did a little better than this little guy did tonight. But I remember getting shots when I was like 4, 5, 6 years old, I would just throw a fit as well. So I don't think it gets easier as you get older. I still don't like getting them. I don't watch as it happens, but I do not cry anymore. But I am 36, so I got that going for me. We're going to play against Kyrie, Morris, and Ty Lawson. We're going to unveil the new members of the squad. We're playing against Savage. We got a couple new cards. We're anxious to try them out. We might try them out first against Indian Jacking. He's getting things set up. Right now, though, it's Clay. Clay is Bay. He's still a member of the squad. And he's going to set up Hudson from the corner. And Hudson can't get that to go. Oh, that's wonderful. So Beanstalk's going to be an uncle. His sister is going to give him a little boy in September. So September. So he's going to have what? He's going to be about my son's age around Christmas time. So that'll be fun. At the holidays, getting to go shopping, get him some onesies that you like for your favorite rugby club or cricket squad. And expecting him to be dressed in it anytime you're going to be hanging out with him. I think I've mentioned before, my in-laws are Portuguese from the Portuguese islands of the Azores. So I got my son and my father-in-law matching shirts that are Portugal Euro champions for 2016. And he was so happy to take a picture with his grandson. And we like printed it out on a 8x10 thing and gave it to him a few days ago for Valentine's Day. So he's just thrilled with that. You know, him and his grandson have the same bloodline, and they're both, you know, Portuguese fans now of international football. I think my son will probably root for the Italians like his dad, but we'll see. No pressure, but it's fun to have the little guys and get to show them the things that you like and that you're passionate about. So my father-in-law is really happy to have this buddy here, and I'm happy for Beanstalk. He's going to have a new buddy in his family in a few months. And he's going to get him a cricket bat for Christmas. That's awesome. Hopefully we'll still be streaming it at that time, and we'll find out the name and all the good stuff about the nephew coming to Beanstalk's house. Well, maybe not to his house, but to his sister's house, and I'm sure he'll be visiting Beanstalk as well before we know it. Clay is Bay, takes it down, gets us a dunk. And Chaos recommending that he become a Patriots fan. Not a bad idea. If he wants to see a team win all the time, he should probably listen to Chaos. And we're hearing it's going to be Alex, but that's Chaos telling us it's going to be Alex. So I don't know if Chaos isn't dropping the inside joke on us or if he's serious. Okay, so we're going to send the invite. Mason is going to be the name. It is confirmed. That's awesome. So as soon as we get this wrapped up, we're playing Savage. He's got Golden State uniforms as well. We're going to hop in and play against Indian Jacking, 5-on-5 style. We're getting good news in the stream. Another member to the Beanstalk family. As we get dunked on by the Orange Titan. And Mason's a good name, so I like your sister's taste, or brother-in-law, whoever's the one that picked out the name. I think they did well. You get packed there trying to putt fake with the up and under. We got this Diamond Hudson. We better utilize him. Clay to the Diamond Man. He's out of energy getting that blocked. Savage treating us like a savage, smashing us around here a bit. Chaos has a name picked out for his friend's baby, but I don't know if that's going to make any headway. It sounds like Mason is confirmed, so. Lawson lays it in on the other side. We're in a tough one against the Savage. This Hudson's a good card. I've never played with it before, at least I don't remember playing with it, so filling it out. Kicks out to Clay. That's going to be offline. And a miss from an open look. We need to make those. Transition shot, no good. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson coast to coast with the dunk. So it's going to be Alex for son and daughter for Beanstalk. We had a name picked out for a little girl that was going to honor my mom, my mother-in-law, and my sister-in-law that we were both super happy about, but we had a hard time picking out a name for a boy. Then we found out, of course, it's a boy. So his middle name is Bill after my brother. My wife picked out Owen, which I also liked. So Owen supposedly means little warrior. As a Golden State fan, I was good with that. So that is his name, Owen Bill. And he's here listening to the broadcast every night. He just doesn't watch me stream. He just wants to watch cartoons when it's his time to look at the TV, which he's not supposed to do at all, but sometimes you just have to give in and distract him when he's upset. So he gets a little TV time here and there to help him calm down. We wall off the post up, but he pulls that rebound, puts it back up with Morris. We're down by 2. Coach Kerr's got the handle. Kicks it out to Clay. Defense was collapsing. Kerr's going to launch. It's lucky he was fouled. Well, actually, I guess it's not that lucky because it went in. I thought he was going to miss that one. It was going to be Liliana Christina, which is after Flower, which is like my mother-in-law's name is Flower. It's Hortensia in Portuguese. And we have a sister-in-law that's Juliana. She has beat breast cancer, so she's pretty close to us. And then Anna is like my mom's name, Anne. So that name was like perfect to honor everybody. And then my brother's middle name is Christopher, and Christina is the female version of that. So my brother and his wife didn't end up having children, so we wanted to honor them some way. So that's how this little boy that's here is named Bill. It's after my brother. So we were all set with that, but now the little boy's here, so we didn't end up using it, and we don't know that we'll use that now in the future because we did name my son after my brother, so it may be something completely different if we end up having a little girl someday. Who knows what the future holds. So we're Seahawk Savage. We're in a tough one. We get a shot block, but that block ends up being a 2-point attempt. That doesn't go. Morris with the tap in. So we're down by 2. Really be great to hit a 2-pointer here. It's out to Clay, to Hudson. Clay is Bay. He needs to play like he's the Bay right now. He launches it. That was offline and early, but it still dropped. Clay is clutch as we tie it at 13. If we give up that 2-pointer, it's game over. He's got Morris in the corner. Morris can shoot it a bit. Coach Kerr gets the hand up, gets the steal. He's looking to feed a shooter. Instead, it's a turnover. Thought he might try to pull up for the winner. Instead, he dunks it in. Yeah, Owen, he's gonna be taking in his first All-Star Weekend. he was here just in time to see the Cubs win the World Series, so he doesn't really think it's a big deal because they won the World Series every time he watches it. And he'll get to check out the All-Star Weekend with me tomorrow. Hopefully he'll let me watch. He does like basketball quite a bit when he gets some screen time. I think he likes that there's a lot of action going on and noise. And Morris for the victory. It's good off the back rim. I could see the play developing. Couldn't get a defender over there. Tough loss. Savage played really well. I think I had a better squad than he did, so credit to him for battling there and getting that victory. Oh yeah, I've seen that before with Heaven backwards. That's a cool name though, because not many people have it. I don't remember where I saw that, but I have seen that name at least once. So it's reset lineup, which is kind of worthless because we just finished out the lineup. So here we go. Here's our new players. We got Diamond Jimmy replacing Amethyst Jimmy. And we got a pretty badged out LeBron. So we're going to take those guys and play Blacktop with them later. But right now, we're going to try to set up a match with our buddy Fresh to Death. And usually, usually Fresh to Death invites me. But we're going to play with Indian Jacking, and I'm not exactly sure where to go to do this because my buddy usually sends the invite. I think it probably is in my team. I'll find it here in a moment. We'll get it set up with Indian Jacking. I know there is a spot where you can play with friends, match up your clubs together. So I bought Diamond Jimmy and I bought Amethyst LeBron, which allowed me to sell the Amethyst Butler. And the Ruby LeBron, which is on the market. There we go. Play with friends. I knew it was around here somewhere. Indian Jacking complaining that his club isn't that good. We'll get a look here. I've been playing a lot more than Indian though, so it may not really be that fair. We'll see how it goes. So I got him pulled up, and I don't know what I do to hit invite to locker room. I guess that's what we need to do. We see some other gamer tags also online. That is a scan of my face. I'm trying to scan my son's face. He moves around too much. Maybe one of these days I'll get him scanned into the game and get more into the online my career mode. Yeah, Indian Jacking, he's a solid player, so there's no doubt. I don't know if those invites are going through to you, buddy. I don't want to spam you with too many of them. Okay, it looks like you're there. There we go. All right, we get a look at Indian Jacking. He's got the t-shirt and the shorts on. He's ready to play. Here we go. And he's got the scan of his face as well. So we're getting a look at computerized versions of ourselves at the moment. We're heading into the matchup. Indian Jacking turning down his volume. He's got that Onyx Garnett. He's got Isaiah Thomas, Gasol, Stackhouse. He's got good shooters. He's got KD in this match. It's the Mud Turtles and the Seahawks up right now. Yeah, I did it. I did with quite a bit of light, and it was still in the daytime, so I had some natural light coming through the windows, and it came out pretty good. It's pretty close to my face. My wife doesn't like it because she says it looks like a deranged version of myself, because under my eyes there's quite a bit of bags that I don't really have in real life. But if I could ever get my son in there, it would be better. And actually, this is not the squad I want to use, to be honest. This is my Seahawks East squad for the East Challenge, but we'll just leave it because we want to make it somewhat fair. So this doesn't have my Diamond George Mikan. This is not my Seahawks squad. This is my squad to try to beat that challenge. We're playing in Golden State. We'll have my custom Golden State yellow and blue basketball, I believe. Yep, there it is. I will not be shaking the camera. I don't think that's fair and friendly. So here we go. Indian jacking and DonyellFreak, Warrior Rob 80. So I don't have like my Amethyst Harden or any of my Golden State players. But I think that's a little bit better for competitiveness. Indian jacking not giving me anything on the inside. I'll probably commentate a bit less as we have the real commentators here. We turn it over. He's got those custom unis. They may be a military uniform. Not quite sure. And Indians got the Spurs uniforms. Those are pretty cool. Different look. You don't see that uniform a lot. Yeah, I'm doing my best with Ben Wallace to try to harass your shooters early on. And I actually grabbed my E squad Indian. I didn't grab my best overall squad. This is the one for that that comeback challenge on the moments. But Indians, he's making adjustments. He's got out Steph. Curry gets him right on the board. Wallace on Wallace. Oh, Indian's a good player, so I'm sure he's going to be making some runs at us here through this match. Ben Wallace can't dunk it on himself. checking out the chat here with Chaos and Beanstalk. So Indian Jacking, he's kind of got his offense going now a bit after we stormed out early on. I don't mean to hit pause. I'm just trying to get through this menu as we watch the timeout show. No, you're doing all right, bud. You called your timeout, you made your adjustments, and then it's been pretty even since then. Beanie is bullying Chaos. We don't want to see any bullying in the chat. Nightbot only has a problem with Ballistic Beast. Yeah, that's the problem with the chat being there, man. It's a little bit distracting at times because you wanna laugh or talk back and breaks your concentration. Frozen can't shoot it. I guess I can go back to commentating. I didn't know if you guys wanted to hear the 3-man booth from 2K. If you play the game a lot, you probably heard most of what they're going to say before. So LeBron hit that green release. We just got LeBron and Jimmy Butler today, so I'm not too sure how they're going to play. Indian with that nice little steal to KD. Should have told him about the Onyx packs afterwards. Hey Beanstalk, I don't know if you noticed that there is a code there You get a free pack today from 2K. Chaos already got his. It's right there in my post. Let me copy it and paste it in here real quick. Just 1 second. So anyways, if you want to head to the locker codes, you go ahead and paste that one in. You'll get your free pack. You'll get an Onyx player. Chaos got CJ McCollum. Indian Jacking got this Kevin Durant he's using against us. We're not able to hit with Steve Smith. And we foul Garnett. So we're not scoring a lot here. Let's see if we can't change that a bit. Jacking seems to be packing the paint against me, so I'm not getting so many layups and dunks now later on in the game. Okay, yeah, definitely get your brother that code while it's still valid and working. We get that blocked by Allen. So Jacking, he's really held his own since he called that timeout and made some adjustments to his team. Yeah, that would be fun. I would enjoy doing it. Sometimes my knowledge is a bit lacking in soccer, but I do know a decent amount of the players, and just I will know who the pros are with Beanstalk, Chaos, and maybe Walking Canoe will be around as well. That would be fun to watch and be a part of. Steph from downtown committed that foul off the ball. So Jacking's giving us all we want here for competitiveness. Let's see if we can't ratchet it up here and put together a run to close out this half. Thanks, Chaos. I'm here having fun with you guys and just saying whatever comes to my mind. I guess it's better than just hearing the blacktop noises, so. I'm going to use Zeke here to try to break down the defense a bit. And to me, it always looks weird to come over and play this because I play so much blacktop to see 10 players on the floor at once versus 6. Feels crowded. And I'm only up by 2. Jacking deserves all the credit. We have a little bit better squad, and he's given us a good match. Okay, that'll be good then. Pro clubs are just the made-up nicknames and whatnot, so I should be able to read those out fairly correctly. Get an up-close look at Latrell Sprewell. Oakley's supposed to be able to shoot from the outside, but I don't remember that guy ever making 3-point shots. And it seems like every time I try to shoot with him, it's just a bad result. Oakley just had a fallout with the New York Knicks owner, and now he is banned from Madison Square Garden. That happened in the past week. I guess he was being rowdy at the game. Speaking of Oakley, he's open again, and he's missing again. So no more shots for Oakley from the outside. Trying to poke it free with Isaiah. Got the Hall of Fame bruiser badge on that card. And it's just a 1-point game again. We're getting towards the end of this quarter, which is going to be the end of the first half. Let's see if we can't put a little small run against Indian jacking. Diamond Jimmy with the ball, he'll draw the foul. We'll go to the free throw line. So this Butler, I bought him for 40,000, sold the Amethyst for 20 something, so it didn't cost that much really to get him, considering we had the Amethyst that we were able to get rid of. And this one had 15 gold badges on it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in that blacktop mode. And jacking drills it from deep, so we got a 1-point lead here. This is a good game. We're going to hold the ball a bit, try to get the last shot. Instead, we're going to get fouled by Dame. Yeah, Indian he deserves all the credit here. He's given us a great match. And we're not able to hit it with Lynn. That would have gave him the lead. Impressive. So Oakland and Mudd, they're going at it. Here we go. That was a fast halftime break. LeBron loses the handle. It's off Garnett. Garnett and LeBron both came straight out of high school to the NBA. Nice block. I thought I snuck away there with Zeke. Not the case. I don't run any plays. I don't really know how to run the plays that well. I know some of the YouTube guys that I've checked out, they run a 3-point shot play just about every time. And we get the block with C-Web. Try to lob that to Ben Wallace. Not going to happen. So jacking has got me really kind of confused as to what I should be doing here on offense. And he's got it going on offense himself. It's all tied up. Here we go. It's a fresh game with just a half to play. 32 each. We could try to get into some Madden. I expect my son to be getting up at some point, so maybe I'll hold off until he's awoken once. He's kind of moving around a little bit right now. And then we can try to switch over to that longer game mode, get in a Madden match or two. I want to see how that season ends up playing out for us. We need to play with Brock Osweiler because Chaos said he wants to see Osweiler in action. And jacking is jacking me up here. He's up by 5. Felt like we're going to be blowing him out for a minute. That's not the case. Got Isaiah Thomas on Isaiah Thomas, but it's different guys. I don't have the outside shooting down very well in this my team mode. I feel like I'm getting decent looks, but I'm not hitting them. Ben Wallace commits the foul. We still get the basket. That was away from the ball. He just ran over Curry. All right, so we get a little run here. we got chaos. He's back in Indian jacking. The stream has turned on its host and is reading for the moderator, which is just fine. Mud Turtles with the timeout. We're in a tough match against Indian. I wish I had Curry, Durant, and Harden on the regular lineup, but it's really not fair. This is a better matchup and a better game. The reason I wish I had those guys because jacking is probably a better my team player than I am. And I need all the help I can get. Try to throw the lob there to Gary Payton. Rimmed out. And Chaos bringing up the Seahawks, throwing it at the one. That is true. Never know what we'll do. Wow, McAdoo has a weird free throwing animation. He's all squatted low and quick whistle or quick meter. Oh, come on, McAdoo. You gotta dunk that one. Slim Reaper. We get enough defense to stop him on that play. Lynn to McAdoo for the elevation sensation. This is like a real NBA game. Runs going both ways. Right now it's headed our way for the Seahawks, but no counting out Indian jacking. Cheerleaders doing their thing. They're kind of neutral. They're not wearing Golden State colors. Look like they might be Mud Turtle cheerleaders that made the trip. Yeah, I agree, Beanstalk. Those were, they were ridiculously attractive. And that's a green for DeRozan. At some point, I'll probably sell off a lot of cards like DeRozan and Ruby Gasol that I don't use and rip a bunch of packs. But right now, I'm having fun collecting and getting the collector rewards, so they're still around on the squad. Probably should just sell everything and get the best 10 cards I can, because I usually just play the black top. And I didn't pay attention to the game clock, so we don't get that last shot up. We're heading to the fourth. Got to keep Indian from making a huge run on us. Indian giving the time of death to his squad. I don't believe it. So we're going to keep playing hard, because I know Indian can definitely come back at any point here. Nice shot from Jacking. Contested three-pointer. Hesitated on that DeRozan shot. Thought I could pass out for a dunk. He was already too deep into the shot animation. Chaos. Indian Jacking with a pretty lob. That Ben Wallace is kind of a monster on the inside, though. Especially now that they upgraded the diamonds. Good steals. Trying to check out LeBron's special dribble. It turns into a three-point play opportunity for Gasol. Oh, no problem, Minion. You got to be going for the steals and everything. It's no problem. Garnett showing the range. Oh, LeBrick showing up at the line. Gets 1 to 2. And I was holding the steal button. I held it too long, and that's the intentional foul if you hold it too long. Durant with the putback. Just a 9-point game. Jackman's got to be looking for quick offense, and he'll get it. It's down to just 7. Chaos declaring it over. I'm going to be a little cautious here at the end. I respect Indian Jackman's game, and I know he can hit some 3-pointers on me in a hurry, so don't want to get too crazy. Yeah, Indian really did give us a good game in this one. Good game, Indian. Thank you for playing a little my team action with me. Indian plays that mode very well. Fortunate to get out of there with the victory. We had a little bit more talent with our team, so if we had even teams, I think the result probably goes the other way. So we got to look at the box score. Don't know if there's going to be anything interesting in this. LeBron had 14, and Jimmy Butler only had 6. For Indian, Jack and Gasol had 17 points, and we'll head on out back to our normal mode here. So we still haven't got rid of these 2 cards. Let's look them up and sell them, get them off of our ledger. Got Amethyst Dwight and Ruby LeBron. I've had that Dwight listed like 3 times now. Still have not got rid of him. So as soon as my son wakes up, if you guys are still around, I'll feed him, put him back to sleep, and we'll switch over and play a little Madden action if anybody wants to see it. So we see the cheapest Howard at 19.5. So let's get him listed at 19.4. We'll put him out for 12 hours so we don't have to keep messing with it. If it ends after we go to sleep. Got that one for, I think I picked him up for about 14,000 or so. So we'll make a decent profit on him. And then LeBron is the card that we had. We replaced him with the other LeBron. So let's check out Ruby LeBron's real quick. Get an idea of what we should sell him for. Then we'll get into some Madden. Got that for Amethyst. My son's been asleep since about 9, so usually after 4-5 hours he'll wake up and want to eat. So we'll do it right after that, maybe another 30 minutes or an hour or so. He was kind of fussing during that match, but he settled himself down. So the cheapest one are like 15 and 16. Ours has some badges, so we'll put him for like 16.9. Try to get rid of him, make some coins. Get ourselves a rebate because we bought the other LeBron for 40,000 MT. One that I bought didn't have any badges, unfortunately. Backyard Larry, I'm going to hop into a little bit of blacktop mode here. I don't know if any of the buddies here in the chat would like to do it with you. I wouldn't mind checking it out with you, but my son is here and he should be waking up in the next half hour to an hour, so I don't want to get into some mode that I won't be able to finish. The blacktop is a quick game. After he goes back to sleep, I'm going to play Madden because that has been requested by Chaos and Beanstalk. So I'll have to decline, but maybe one of the other guys would like to hop into it with you. Appreciate you coming by the stream, viewing us, and saying hello as well. So let me move around a few cards. I guess we can just pop these guys in right here. That's fine. I usually try to line it up where I'm playing with my best players first, but Curry and Finley shoot really well for me. So we'll go with this group. I'm anxious to play with this Butler. It's all badged up. It has 15 gold badges. Let's see who we can team up with Jimmy. See how he does. In Blacktop, we didn't get to feature him too much against Indian. Jacking, he played good defense throughout that match. Only got a couple corner threes. Seemed like he did a great job on not giving up a lot of open looks. I wanted to see how Butler shot. If he shoots better than the Amethyst with all these upgrades the previous owner applied to him. So we got Nick Novak and Randy Foy. Of course, the theme tonight is Follow Back Friday, but that's every day for me. If you hit follow, I'll definitely follow you back. I see there's some new viewers. My most recent post is for the Onyx free agent pack. If you haven't already got it, I think it's still valid today. Chaos and Indian Jacking have got it during the stream. I'm going to paste it into the chat as well for you guys. Be sure to redeem that before it expires. And then the other code I have, been out for a while but you might not be aware, is the Sapphire Paul George. That one is not a free agent. It will stay on your squad. So we're going to play against James Young, Jamal Mashburn, and J.R. Ryder. It's the Drew League. Yeah, Ben Wallace did pretty well for me in that game. I saw that you had that Gasol. That Gasol's got a nice outside shot. So I was trying not to let Ben slack off too much off Gasol. And I looked at the box score for a second, and Gasol had 17 points for you. But that Wallace, he's just a monster when he gets around an opponent with a ball. He creates a lot of missed shots, steals, shot blocks. He's just really a great card to have. So yeah, I do think Wallace was a bit of an X factor. I agree with your assessment. We're playing Mar Lugo A. I don't know if that's supposed to be a play on the new president's vacation spot or if it's just his nickname that he's had. But he's going to miss from deep. And we got Diamond Jimmy. This is his blacktop debut. Let's see what he does for us. He'll get an assist to Randy Foy. So Jerry Stackhouse, he's going to need to step up his game or find himself buried on the bench doing that. This guy's just, I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to play now. He walks it back out of bounds. If the guy just wants to give up, he could hit quit and save us both some time. Maybe not. Maybe his controller's messed. I don't know what he's doing. That might have been the computer that slapped that away from us. So he's just standing there. So this is going to be kind of a silly game, it looks like. I'll call for the double and go and try to get the tie-up animation. There we go. Problem with your opponent's doing this, if you start trying to slap it away too much, you can commit so many fouls that they get a concession victory. So Novak's not being defended. Out to Jimmy. And Diamond Jimmy hits it from the corner. So this guy apparently just quitting on us. And we'll play against ourselves for the next 10 points, which is really boring. Oh, definitely. Yeah, you gave me a really good match. I thought at first maybe just the talent edge was too much to my squad, but you were right there. I thought you were going to get the lead at the halftime, and you played a great game against us. Yeah, and it was Chaos's fault. He started hyping up too early, switching alliance, saying that Indian Jacking was who he had his money on. It's okay for him to think that, but once he says it, that's some bad mojo going against Indian Jacking. So my opponent, I guess he's just mad. Now he decides to pass it. I don't know, maybe his batteries died. Give him the benefit of the doubt. So he throws the pass. Now he's just going to let the shot clock run out. So this guy is not a lot of fun. Chaos the curse. Yeah, we're going to have to put Chaos on mute next time the two of us are going at it. That way he can't be the kingmaker deciding who's going to win or lose. Foy's open. And that's good. It's 8-zip. Opponent has given up the ghost here. Yeah, I mean, I like a easy victory, and I don't mind getting somebody rage quitting. This is just ridiculous when they decide they're going to run out the clock or not try. I feel like 2K should have enough engineering into the game that if there's no user input by one opponent or the other for like 2 or 3 minutes, the game should just be called. I do know that batteries die in play, but it shouldn't take this long to go get a fresh set of batteries, so he's just mad that he's not going to get the victory, so he gives up. So Diamond Jimmy gets a boring debut. We don't really get to test him in competition. And the reason I'm not trying to hit that steal button too much, I don't want to give this guy a quit victory when he's not even trying. Oh, that is good. I kind of wish I had went with PS4 instead of the Xbox. I got the Xbox because I thought there would be some good Kinect games coming out. Hasn't been the case, and I wish I had MLB The Show as an option for this summer, something to play. But I'll be playing a lot of 2K and probably getting more into FIFA throughout the year. But that's great. People start beaning you a lot, it'll boot them out. So I think I'll make a special video for Mar Lugo A on my YouTube channel tomorrow, just saying that he's a quitter. I did one for Ingreco, who's a terrible pause cheeser. We're playing against him and he probably paused it 150 times or so, and he always does that. So we trolled him after we beat him and made him sit there and wait with the loss for 2 minutes before we finish out the game. So that one is on the YouTube channel called Trolling the Troll. And we'll just give this guy a little bit of internet backlash if he's not going to try to compete. So that was the Diamond Dynasty team Indian Jacking had. 95 to 99 overall, guys. Now, do you get any loyalty rewards, like if you pick up this year's version? I know Madden gives you some packs at the start if you've opened a lot of packs in the prior year. 2K starts you off fresh, unless you pre-ordered. Jacking has a stacked MLB The Show club. And the slow match keeps on going. It's almost over. Hopefully he won't decide to pause and make us wait for 2 more minutes after we get to 14. Yeah, I do like to pre-order stuff, and my family asks me like what I want for birthdays or for Christmas, and I'll usually just have them get me gift cards so I can pre-order the games when they're going to come out, get a little bit more Ultimate Team or VC, depending on which game it is. Yeah, I kind of agree on GameStop. The GameStop, I do have one here in my small town, and the guys that work there are pretty nice, so I don't mind going in there, but they're always a bit more expensive. A lot of times I'll order the new games either through Amazon if there's a promotion, or Target, because I have like that Target Red card and you get 5% off. So sometimes I'll get that and find another coupon to stack with it. It's not because I don't have the money to order the games. I'm tight and I like to save as much as I can. So I look for the best deals possible and all the perks I can get out of them as well. And we got FT Cube in the house as well. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well wherever you're at. We got an opponent who's not trying, so we're just chatting while we go through this match. Diamond Jimmy is going to green it and get the victory. 15 zip against a guy who quit after we got up by like 3 points. So I'm still waiting for my son to wake up. Then I will pause the stream for a bit Then we'll switch over and play some Madden when he goes back into his deep sleep. I don't think he's going to sleep through the whole stream. He doesn't usually sleep in super long stretches, and it's kind of delayed here. I hope that the pick board's going to load. Sometimes that doesn't work out. Now the picks aren't even going to load apparently, which is really frustrating when that happens. Hasn't happened in a few months, so I don't know what's going on here. But this white screen is usually not a good screen to see. Yeah, and we don't even get our picks after going through all that nonsense. So thanks 2K for giving us that opponent and then not giving us our selections. So we're going to send Van Horn back to the auction. And I've contacted 2K about that before, and all they did was give me a bronze contract, so it's not even worth the hassle when that happens. I'll probably need to clear the catch again. It's been about a month. Not going to do that right now or anything, but that's always a bummer. That might have been Kevin McHale diamond coming up. Instead, we get nothing. So we're going to look at Van Horn. I bought 2 Van Horns. They were at 2,000 a piece. So we're in these cheap. We'll just put it below that one at 46. So we'll put this one at 45.5. We'll see if the next match screws up again on that white screen. If it does, I might need to pause the game and the whole deal of clearing the catch, which isn't very much fun. 2K should fix some of the stuff that's broken. So let's play it one with Amethyst LeBron. Checking out the new players that we got. This LeBron didn't come with much with very many badges, but it was cheap at 40,000. We get Avery Bradley. And we're going to get a Sapphire to round this group out. And it's Larry Johnson. So here we go. We're going to play another one. Let's see if the rewards start coming through again. And we're searching for a match. And we're going to play somebody who's got the Pepe the Frogs racist meme thing. I don't know why that's allowed in the game. Don't really know the whole origin of it. Not sure I want to, but we're going to play against him. He's got Steve Smith, Rodney Rogers, and Bill Bradley. So we'll try to beat this guy. I think this guy's name is Dads, if it's the one I'm thinking of. I've played against him before. He's a decent player. So here we go. It's the Seahawks. It is that Dad's guy. We're going to try to beat him. He's beat me a few times. He plays a solid game. Here goes Amy LeBron. Little left hand. Teardrop. Layup shot. That goes through. I'm going to get to use LeBron on defense and get a feel for him. The Senator, Bill Bradley. Not able to hit from deep. We get the first 2 points of the match. And he has to pause Jesus. That's annoying that he's going to start doing that now. Don't remember him being a pause troll before. Nothing like breaking that out when you're losing. And we do not convert with Larry Johnson. So here we go. Let's get serious. This guy wants to be a troll. Let's try to get him. It's 2 each as he throws down that left-hand dunk. LeBron on the handle. Over to Bradley. Back out to Larry Johnson. He's doing well not to collapse and double team so we can't get kick out shots like we want to. Rodney Rogers is going to rattle that out. It's Bradley, that's green and good. And we're up by 2. Yeah, I'm sitting up on the edge of the couch. I'm going to give a maximum effort. Doesn't mean it's going to help at all, but I'm going to do what I can to hand this guy the loss. And when they pause during the dunk, you know they're trying to troll. They're not momentarily distracted and needing to take a break. Jump out on Rodney Rogers. Get the missed shot. Grandmama brings it up court. LeBron with a nice feed. This LeBron is pretty smooth. Feels a little bit better than the Ruby so far. Indian Jacking's going to start grinding out a little MT. I think this is a great weekend for making MT if you have a little bit of spare time on the auction house. The free play weekend, I think there's a lot of people either overspending on cards because they want to get players while they're playing this game, or you got people making mistakes when they pull something good out of a pack, listing it incorrectly. So it can go either way, but the demand is up for the cards. We have to shoot it because the buzzer was about to sound on the shot clock. He moves Bradley over. That was pretty smart, but he's not going to make that 2-pointer. So we got Bradley on Bradley. Bill versus Avery. Avery's going to slam that home. Yeah, I'm hoping with this free play weekend we get a lot of fresh blood in, people buying packs. Maybe they'll enjoy the game and decide to buy a copy of it. I know it's discounted now from, when it released at $60 retail. So we might get to keep some of the new players and definitely have some new players at least through the weekend. Stads knocks out a couple 2s and the lead is trimmed down to just a basket. LeBron and Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson was a inferior version of LeBron, but he was a very good player in his day. Whips it around. He's got Rodney Rogers open, but he's still not going to hit it with Rodney. Rogers was a good shooter, stretch 4 back in the 90s. Lose the dribble, gets slapped free, out to LeBron. Looks like he's defending with Bradley, so we're going to try to break that down defensively. LeBron's just got to try to bail us out. Shot clock was too low, so it looks like he's slacking off of us and using Bill Bradley on Avery Bradley, letting the computer handle LeBron and Larry Johnson. I think he switches off defensively. And that rattles out. My son's little car ride stopped. I shouldn't say car ride, it's his little chair. So I'm turning that back on as I lose the lead. But here we go, my son's still asleep. We're down by 1. This guy decided to pause trolls for whatever reason. So let's try to get this victory. It's 10 each now. Out to Rogers, that's offline. Pull that rebound. Yeah, I don't know. I just had a nice little lead on him. He hit a couple good shots. This guy is a competent player, but he's also kind of a troll, as we've seen with the name and the logo, and then hitting us with the pause dunk. But hey, I think the entertainment value is better in a close match instead of a blowout. So let's see if we can't get this victory against Dads. Braun over to Johnson. LeBron's got pretty good dunks. puts us back up by a single point. It's got Rogers. I try to get the steal. He's been shooting it from deep with Rogers so much I didn't think he would drive it. So that's through for a tie at 12. He reaches in and commits the foul. Can't deal out of foul. Well, I don't think a 5-point lead is quite like what Atlanta had, but maybe. We're only playing to 15, so I was a third of the way there in points. Shifting it around, shot clock's getting low. To LeBron for the bailout. He doesn't get it. He pulls his own miss, carries on with the dunk, hangs on the rim a bit. Probably should have been a technical on LeBron. Thought he would kick out there with Rogers as the defense switched, so I took LeBron back to guard Bradley. So we got a shot to win it here with the 2-pointer. This guy doesn't drive in like that too much, but we're going to beat him, and we're going to give him a little pause troll action. Everybody's entitled to believe what they want, but I'm not a fan of the racist memes, and I'm not a fan of getting pause troll during the game. So we'll just let him think about it. He'll see us again. I don't feel a need to go and block him. He's not a terrible troll, but he's a troll nonetheless. So we pulled it out, gave ourselves a little bit of an adrenaline boost as we made it a closer game than it needed to be. Beanstalk reminded me of the Falcons during the play. And hey, we get our picks. Isn't that nice? So we get 500. So tomorrow, I know there's the 3-point shootout, the slam dunk contest. Let's see what else there is. I will pull that up real quick. I looked it up last night, but I've already forgotten because I looked it up after the stream and I was half asleep. So 3-point and dunk is tomorrow. And what else do they have? I'm going to the All-Star schedule and I'll give us all the information. I didn't check out any of the stuff tonight. It was like the Rising Stars practice, which I'm not too interested in. So tomorrow there's the D-League All-Star game at 2:30. 5 o'clock, it's All-Star Saturday night on TNT. That's 5 o'clock West Coast, 8 p.m. East Coast. So Taco Bell Skills Challenge is the first event. Then the JBL 3-point contest, followed by the Verizon Slam Dunk. I'm going to click on that Skills Challenge, see who's in it. I remember Curry winning that one time. So that's going to be starting, you know, the broadcast starts at 5 here for us on this West Coast, but let's see when the first event. So the first event they're saying is going to start at 5 on TNT. I got a feeling it won't start that early. I think they'll hype it for 20-30 minutes, but I'll have it on anyways. It's going to have Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Gordon Hayward, Isaiah Thomas, and John Wall. So they got some pretty good All-Stars in it. Then they got some players from the rookie game also in this contest. Devin Booker, Kristaps Porzingis, and Nikola Jokic will be in there as well. So that'll be pretty interesting for the All-Star skills competition. Of course, that's just sort of a warm-up for 3-point contest and the slam dunk contest. I wish the slam dunk contest had more than 4 players in it this go. So this is the squad for the skills. Yeah, I think Gordon is going to win the dunk, but who knows what will happen with the judges doing judge things. It could be a surprise victor. I'll be interested to see what DeAndre Jordan does. Yeah, Wall's a good pick. You know, I don't see any of those big guys. Maybe Isaiah Thomas will give him a run, but those big guys trying to, you know, hit the shots and run up and down the floor. And pass it through the tire. It doesn't seem like that's going to match their skill set. Let's try to get an amethyst snipe. I felt like my son was going to wake up there at that last match, but he's still fast asleep. I want to wait on him to get into Madden because I got a feeling he'll be up and I don't want to have to quit a seasons game. So let's take a look here. It's right on time. That's too low of a filter. Let's go to 17,000. Yeah, I'm trying to, I keep plugging it night in, night out. If you have any friends, please invite them. I don't know if I need to change the setting so everybody can invite, but anybody that wants to play is certainly welcome. So I think there is a commissioner setting to make sure everybody can join in on that. Like to get everybody from the stream, but really anybody that wants to come in, if it's a friend of a friend, if it's just a random public player, like to fill it up, get as many players as possible, and have a good time playing fantasy baseball this year. Yeah, Beanstalk may have a point with the vaccination. He might stay asleep, but he's kind of moving around and stuff, so he usually does that before he wakes up. Let me try to snipe, and why not go over to Madden after we snipe? If he's waking up in the next 10-15 minutes, it's fine. If we have to quit a game, we have to quit a game. I'd rather not, but Beanstalk hitting us with the logic probably is correct. So we're looking for something new to pop out here behind Yao Ming in that 3-hour window. So Ming's got 3 hours and 33 minutes. Then we jump to 9 hours. So we're looking for those cards that are listed with that 4-hour timer. We'll know it refreshed then. It's been running slow all day, so we'll stick with it for a couple more minutes. Looking for something to flip. No, he's all over the place, but the thing is he's been asleep since 9 and it's almost 2 here, so 5-hour stretch is a pretty good stretch for him. So I'm kind of expecting him to be awake. Don't remember what he did at the 2-month vaccinations, to be honest with you. But he did have a big day, so he might just sleep for a while. We're looking forward to when he can sleep through the whole night. So now it has refreshed. We see Thomas. I think that's a decent deal on Thomas. And he's got a few badges. It can't be that bad a mistake if I'm wrong. I know it doesn't go for a whole lot. Let's look him up. Celtics point guard Isaiah Thomas. We're going to flip him for a little profit, hopefully a decent amount. I know it's not a crazy buy. So we see him for 19. We bought him for 15. So we'll put ours at 17.9. We're not going to make very much on this card. But it should sell tomorrow afternoon. If it doesn't sell tonight in the evening. Yeah, Yao, I already have a Yao Ming, and he doesn't go for a whole lot, but it sure is a nice card to have. He's pretty dominating in the paint. So, how are we going to watch your stream in primetime if he sleeps through the night? He'll be watching whenever he wants to. He's always here during it, and he sets his own sleep hours. So we go to my team. I played with the East lineup. This is the lineup I had intended to use with Yao and Diamond Mikan, Steph Curry, Harden, and Finley. So I didn't have the best group out, but it was a pretty good match. So why not try it? Let's try to get him one Madden before he wakes up, and then we can always come back here to Blacktop. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to hit pause on the stream, put in Madden, and see you in a couple minutes. We'll try to get in a seasons match with the quickness. And Indian Jacking's heading to bed. He's got all his homework done, so Indian jacking, he's going to be rested up, ready to go for the NBA All-Star Weekend. And hopefully we'll get to see you during the weekend. Thanks for playing with us, buddy. Thanks for the chat. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and as well as this weekend. If we don't see you, hope you're having fun. So I will catch you other guys on the other side here in just a minute. I'm going to hop into a little Madden play. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow, and I plan on streaming every night for quite a while. So unless something's coming up that I know about, I'll be here. And if I don't make it, something did come up, but I should be here night in, night out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow if anybody's heading out, but we're going to jump over to Madden right now. See you in just a bit.